Randy, what are some of the significant issues you face as a TAPS athletic administrator?
Well, I would say the biggest challenge that we have right now as parents is a changing dynamic in parents. With the proliferation of AAU sports, of sports outside the school, we find ourselves in a constant struggle to balance the lives of our kids and the demands of sports, and also they have this other life outside the school where they're competing rigorously during off times, summer times, off season. And what we have to do is make sure that school sports remain what school sports are supposed to be, which is an important component to growing up in our school community, that it's an important piece to their development as a young man. I really think that school coaches and school administrators have the best at heart for these kids, and I don't necessarily think that the parents always understand that. And so balancing those things, it's harder and harder every day. Every year we find new challenges, and we have to meet those challenges the best way we can.
How much do you try to work with those select or non-school programs and stuff like that to coexist?
Sure. So at our school, we do partner with a few of them. We rent our basketball facility out to an AAU organization. Now, our kids aren't necessarily a part of that, but we do want to make sure that we always understand and know what's going on in those organizations and in those leagues and competitions. We know that that's what the parents want. They want their kids to participate at a high level, and a lot of times it's beneficial to them for college aspirations. It's beneficial to them to play high-level competition. It's beneficial to them to really put their name out there to the rest of the colleges and universities across the United States. At the same time, we want to make sure that when they compete for us, that we are the number one priority athletically at that time. And so there is a yin and yang, a balance that we have to constantly look at. We want to understand and know who is in these sports. We want to understand why our parents put their kids in to compete in those sports. And we want to make sure that we're supportive of what the kids and the parents want. At the same time, from a school perspective, we want to make sure that our programs are successful.
Last question, talk about also the work of all you TAPS working and being a part of our convention, Athletic Directors Convention. It seems like every year more and more of your TAPS athletic directors are plugging into it, taking it back to their schools. Just talk about that a little bit.
So this is a tremendous opportunity for private school administrators. Obviously, public school administrators have a myriad of challenges and things that they have to work on a daily basis. Some of those are similar to private, some of those are different. What I feel like the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association has done a marvelous job of is to make sure that they meet their needs and then make sure that they meet the private school needs. I have been blown away at the amount of private school administrators at this convention. It's grown every year. I think one of the biggest reasons why it's grown so much is the vendor presence here. It's a all-in-one stop for us as an administrator who makes decisions about purchasing. We can come here, we can see everything that's new, everything that's coming on the horizon, and they treat us like our public school counterparts, which is probably the biggest reason why I will come back every year.